For some reason, we've had storms and stuff, and the internet's been wonky. So, are you on?
In a second. It's loading.
It's loading. Okay. But I see we got 4 or 5 here. All right. So, first thing, can you hear me?
Can you all hear me? Can you all see me?
Hello. Yep, I'm pretty lit. Hello.
Quote that movie.
What movie?
Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Good.
I don't know what movie she's talking about. Here we go. On time for once, loud and clear, gents. Exit said. Okay. All right. So we're up and running. So today we're going to talk about the subject that we talked about last week about crazy builds. That's going to be one thing. Let me see. We have a new T-shirt design we'll show you shortly for the 4th of July. 1776 stuff. We're going to talk about the 15% ethanol gas that's going to change up as of May the 1st that you guys need to know about. And the big one is the lift. It's going to be arriving this week. Okay, but first thing we have to do is sell the sponsor. So it's for B&A Engine Works out of Van Buren, Arkansas. The information is down in the link below. The Summit Superlink, the JEGS Superlink, the Acme Tools Superlink. So those are all, if you guys want to help support the channel, you guys are going to buy stuff, go through those links and help us out. Because if we're going to start doing crazy builds, we're going to need some money. Plain and simple, we're going to need some money.
We're going to need a lot of it.
Okay, but here, the big one is the lift. The lift is going to be here. The guy called me and he said he's going to be here Thursday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and he should be up and gone in just a couple of hours. I'm going to film the whole thing. I got permission from the company to film it, Champion Auto Lifts, and it's going to be really interesting. And I got a big video coming out Friday, a 3-hour-long video of the whole package of building that small block Chevy. Small block Chevy. Okay, and everything from beginning to end, end to start. And it's coming out Friday at about 6:30 Central. All right. I didn't want to compete with old Derek at Last Grip Garage, so I decided he always comes on at 5 o'clock, and he's usually about an hour and a half. So I said 6:30. Good time to post it. Yeah. All right. Now, the one thing I did want to talk to you guys because it's coming up really quick is May the 1st. And May the 1st, because everything going on in the world, because of the political going on in the world, politicals, is that they're upping the percentage for methanol percentage to 15%. The corn-based fuel, all right, and it's not. If you guys don't know, E85 is 85% ethanol. That's corn-based, and it takes a lot of fuel and a lot of things to make the same power. This is kind of backwards from that. It's 15% ethanol, which everybody in the country has been running 10% for a long time, okay? Why it's important?
Buffering. It's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's the Wi-Fi. Okay, so if we get a little spotty here, so let's continue. So 10% is still hard on older vehicles. The reason why is because ethanol is acidic, and it does two things. It softens rubber and plastics, which all of you guys know, we all have those little plastic fuel filters. We have rubber lines.
Could be the storm. We might have to move inside and get closer to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we have a storm going too. So we'll see if we can get it. Yeah, I know. We've had bad weather, and so the internet's been wonky today. But anyway, so get back to this. So all the older vehicles, because you don't have computer controls also to manipulate, the timing and the fuel and all that stuff, what it's going to do is going to soften all the plastic. Anything in the fuel system that's plastic is going to soften it, and it's going to start degrading. Anything rubber in the fuel system, it's going to soften it and start degrading. What?
It's just giving me a loading screen, so I don't know if you're good right now or...
Well, I'm showing it's running.
Okay.
It's a combination of your phone, my phone, and everything. Yeah. So adding another 5% makes it even more caustic to rubber and plastic parts in the fuel system. Okay. The other thing is that ethanol draws moisture out of the air. That's why, like E85, you can't let E85 sit for a month and a half in a carburetor. It'll turn into varnish. It'll turn into molasses, maple syrup, because it attracts moisture, and that's the one thing you don't want in your fuel system is moisture. Okay, so because now they're going to raise the amount of it in regular pump gas. You have to watch it. There'll be stickers on the pumps that say this is now 15%. You know, now I'm lucky. I have a gas station down here in the corner, just a couple miles from the house, and they run gas with no additives in it, no ethanol at all. The little corner store down the street. And
same thing with Get and Go.
Get and Go, yep, and by where they live, and it's got no additives in it, no ethanol, no nothing. So it's just regular gas, and so you're going to have to be very careful. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow and get it out, explaining everything, because I went down the rabbit hole on this and got all the information. So it's an important thing. If you have an older vehicle, older than 2001 or older, you're going to need to pay attention at the pump when you're getting gas. Bottom line, there's no way around it. It's what they're doing to try to keep some of the gas prices down with everything going on in the world, political. Okay, you're live. Okay, are we back? I'm sorry, we got storms and everything going on, and we're trying our best to get the internet going on.
Okay. Keith says, "Hi, Keith from Canada. My question is, I am not going to pry my engine until the last minute, as I might not put it in for a couple months. All my driven lube as oil soluble, don't want it washing off."
No, you shouldn't. That's not a problem. No, not a problem. And that right there, that's the reason why I'm a big proponent of Lucas assembly lube and stuff, because it's so thick, it coats so well, it protects things as it's sitting.
It's the only assembly lube I trust.
Yeah, me too.
You ask any engine builders today, their main go-to is Lucas Red or a Lucas Green assembly.
The green, I like the green.
I haven't tried the red yet, but I keep 2 bottles of Lucas assembly lube in my cart.
And I still got it up on the shelf. Yeah, I keep it on the shelf all the time.
It's
good protection.
Yep, it's good. It smoke like a dog, though.
Yeah,
Smoke like a dog,
but it does its job.
Yeah, that's all that is that smoke is. And you ask any engine builder, if it don't smoke the first 15 minutes when you first start it up, it ain't done right.
True. And I did reach out to Howard's Cams. I made a little video and sent it to him an email to see if we can get some kind of sponsorage. You know, I'm just trying to reach out, and if there's one company out there for cams that I'd like to hook up with, it'd be Howard's. Yeah. I mean, just I'm sold on it. And Santana from B&A Engine Works, with all of the, she builds way more motors than I'm ever going to build on a weekly basis. She goes with Howard's cams, flat tappet cams and lifters.
Yeah,
that's what she uses, and she said she had not had any problems, but she does follow their recommendations when it comes to zinc additives and all that stuff and break-in time. So, you know, but she said she has not had a problem with Howard's cams, and I've been trying. I've been courting them. I've been trying to get them just to get them on the phone, just get the conversation going.
You know, and not to backtrack, but that E80, when it goes to 15%, a lot of the newer cars are going to get affected. Like, I don't know about all the other brands, but I know Kias, if they run anything over 10%, they'll start running like crap. It's not going to cause any major issues, but you'll definitely notice that your car's running more sluggish and it's not running right, and you're, you know, I can already see it. There's gonna be a line out the door of people. Oh my God, what's going on? My car was fine a week ago, and now it's crap. It is.
Yeah, and but the reason why the newer cars aren't as susceptible is because they do have the computer systems to work around the emissions issues and the power issues. But it's the materials, the rubbers and the plastics, and everything are newer. And it's an enclosed airless system in the fuel system. You know, in my head. No, we're back.
But how it burns. It's not necessarily the system itself. It's just how it burns.
Yeah.
It's just not going to burn right.
And your mileage is going to go down.
Yeah.
So for their fix, they're causing more problems than fix. But
Yes.
anyways, okay. So we're back live again now. Okay, I'm glad I turned it around, so we're doing it this way because we can see when it's lagging or not. It should just keep talking. Okay, now I want to show you something. This is a special, and this isn't going to be the only one, but this is the first one. This is the new design for 4th of July. Okay, 250 years of freedom with Bamalam. Okay, so
We could probably show it just on the laptop too. I can pull it up.
anyway, so that is what we're considering for the new design. We're thinking about maybe that on the front or on the back, with maybe a USA design on the chest, you know, a little emblem on the front, and maybe that in the back. But I want to know what you guys think of that. Tell me what you think about that design. Bamalam, pulling a wheelie, burning rubber, 250 years of freedom. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. And now this one played on the computer for about a half an hour, because he used to do the decal design for the Navy on the F-18s. Okay, he had the cutter and the platter and everything. Okay,
Kicked me off the computer to do it.
I did. I kicked her off, and I made this. So, you guys let me know what you think. It's kind of cut out, but it's a full circle.
But we're thinking gold with, you know, red, white, and blue, stars and bars, and putting that back in color again.
Yeah.
And so you guys tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think. Which one you like better. But the link for this one, this design is already up. And the link is down below. It'll say 4th of July Special Edition. So if you guys want to get one, help support the channel.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a couple more come out for the 4th of July just for that, because we got what? 5 weeks? 5 weeks till the 4th of July? No, May, June.
We got
yeah.
we
Okay,
have
so
something,
we're 9 weeks. 9
We
weeks
have
up.
something before the 4th of spring again on Ken's
We're
design.
back live again now. Yeah, this is good, guys. With the storms, it's gonna be like this the whole time. That's what we got to turn around. We get the spinning wheel of death. We know when we're not talking, so we're and then going again when it comes back. So, all right,
Shoes.
we'll get through it. We'll get through this tonight. We got like the best router in the world, widest router. We got a repeater right next to the door there, and we still can't get internet good. What are you gonna do?
Shoe.
All right, so that should be that, but the lift will be here, like I said, Thursday morning, and I'll be videotaping the whole thing. And they're gonna put it up for me because I didn't think I could do it by myself because this one's working a lot. He's like, "How many engines did you get this week? 3?
9.
He still got the Ford still tore apart. He's still waiting on a motor. They were supposed to have ordered it, and he walked in Monday morning and said, "Where's the motor for the Ford?" They said, "Oh, we were supposed to order that."
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I'm still down to 1 bay, and it's still cab off, frame on the ground.
Yep.
Waiting for a motor to show up. Monday morning, just kind of asked the question, and everybody's like, "We didn't know that was approved."
You're in the headlights.
Sick, guys.
Okay. You know how we were talking about, crazy bills last weekend and everything. And, well, wouldn't you know it? The next day, I guess my phone was listening to us because I got a thing from Marketplace for a legitimate 60s Gremlin.
Yeah, he sent it to me.
I sent her a picture of it. She's like, "Yeah, cool.
I'm down.
She down?" I'm like, "Oh, God."
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. No.
Can you imagine?
A gremlin for the gremlin. I think it's fitting.
Who's the gremlin?
Me.
Since when? Anyways.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions tonight? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to do? At least he's not playing with his beard.
Just buffering. I'm just getting buffered, so.
Yeah, because every once in a while the comments come through and then they disappear. And the comments come through and they disappear.
They do. You can pull them back up though.
Just tap on the screen.
Like what? Right here?
But the last comment I have is from Project Headquarters.
Okay. Anyways. Oh, there it is. Oh, giving herself a nickname like Pauly Shore the Weasel. I like that exit. Oh.
The Weasel.
Starlink works for awesome free. Yeah, but isn't Starlink kind of pricey?
Very.
Okay.
Setup is, and then I think it's only like $100 a month or something. But the initial cost is
Like a couple thousand.
3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
It's like satellite.
the initial startup is 3 or 4 because I looked into it when we got our house.
Okay. So, do we have any questions? Come on back. Come back to me. Come back to me.
You do have to hit that. There it is.
$250 at Home Depot is what Project Headquarters says.
Oh.
Well, I'm tapped for a little while. Questions. Any questions tonight that we might actually get because of the internet issues?
Missy says 300.
What else has been going on? Not really much of nothing. We've had a lot of rain. We've had
To say I've been dealing with locked up motors and bad crank bearings, the rod bearings.
This one back behind here. This is the frame that was outside that I pulled in, and I took all the trouble to pull the bed off of it with the cherry picker there, and come to find out it's a one-wheel wonder too. So I don't have any posies in the house. So I'm going to end up having to buy a locker for Van Lam. None. So and the one that's on the wall is a 273 gear ratio. The one on there is a 307, 309. 311, something like that, and it's a one-wheel wonder. So yeah, we're probably just going to do a locker on Van Lam. That'll be another video we make here soon. But yeah, I haven't. Yeah, for the whole week of all the fidgeting and mechanicing. Yeah, I cleaned a bunch of stuff up, but started moving things out of the yard. Christina's happy that the yard is starting to look a little bit more cleaner. You know, I started moving stuff around. Mustang is in the big shop now. You know, so you know we did a bunch of stuff. Once since I had your tractor for a week, we got a lot of stuff done.
Yep. Hey, that thing worked. Hey, love them or hate them, having something that can pick something up is.
Yeah, I just that frame right there. I just got up underneath the ass end of it, picked it up with the forks, and just kind of walked it in the garage by myself. Christina didn't even have to come out and show me anything. You know, tell me how to do it. But she loves to do. I think it's a wife thing.
Yeah.
You know. After 33 years, I don't know. 34.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I don't think we got. I think we're gonna slow down too. The only thing that I have. I want to get done. The whole land.
Yeah,
level it out.
You got a lot of up and down, and it was. They buried a whole bunch of stuff when they remodeled the house. They just dug a hole and buried shit.
Not us.
No, not them. When the people they bought it from, it was a real estate company that bought it and flipped it, and they did a whole bunch of upgrades. It's a beautiful little house. It's great, but they just dug a hole and buried everything, all the junk.
Yeah.
That, and I think the previous owners.
Yeah, possibly too. Yeah, but they do own a half a block. They got a lot of property.
I own a whole street.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I mean, but it is a
work in progress.
Yeah. I mean,
you had to start yawning, didn't you? Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I think when we, because that's what I've always said that's going to be our starter home. So we're figuring out what we like, what we don't like. And
Yeah,
it's a great little lesson for us as far as like homeowners.
that was us too. The first little house was 9 years, and it taught us everything that we wanted in the big house, and then we went on a search.
Yeah. So I mean, and like if I had a little like a little bit of hilliness in the backyard, like in the back, like I could care less. But it's the
Also, my stuff is not working. So if you guys are getting the comments,
No, we're actually not, but we can tap again.
Here.
Oh, there we go. Okay, what does this say?
That's
the live chat. Remember? Okay.
Project headquarters said it's $250 at Home Depot, and then Missy says $300. Sorry.
Yep. When's the first race? And have you figured out where it can be watched on for Cole? That's what I'm curious about, because I know I asked. I know it should be. Was it this weekend or was it last weekend? Was the first race? I know watching you drive around in his race car was cool. That I'm like, yeah. Let's see. It's supposed to be next week. Okay. All right, but you run around in getting in. That was awesome. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. He's lost. How much you lost now? 180 pounds. Going carnivore. Rap guys coming. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you gonna make a video of that? Just set up a tripod and just let it go.
It's supposed to be next week. Rap guys coming.
160.
Yep.
How about that? 160.
Yep. That's pretty good. Yes, sir. Okay.
That's a whole half of me. I couldn't lose 160. I look anorexic.
Well, I mean, I did it once. I did over almost 300 pounds because I had the gastric back in 20 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I need to shed another 50 pounds myself, or at least more. I mean, I noticed on the video coming out about all the work we did inside, I caught a couple of glimpses of myself. So like, damn, I'm not near as thick as I used to be, but I'm still thick.
I said the same thing about myself. That's
380 to 220. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. You look terrific. I am jealous. I don't know if I give up cheese. I'm from Wisconsin.
You've lived here longer than you've lived in Wisconsin. You can say you're from here. It's fine.
No, I say I was born in Wisconsin. I am from here. Oh yeah. What's your inflammation level like? Do you feel it in your, like it's gone because of all the junk you were eating? I mean, that's what everybody that online that I look at and watch say, that the inflammation goes down because you're not eating all that bad stuff for you, which causes inflammation, which as we get older just kills us.
Which is from the sodium.
Yep. Okay, cool. But that's the only problem with me having had the gastric bypass is I can't just eat meat. I can't digest it that way. I have to mix it with things, with a little bit of potato, a little bit of vegetables. I got to mix it or I can't eat it. So if I just eat just a hamburger patty, I'm going to give it back, which would be no. Okay, what I'm going to do with the frame is basically I ain't getting nothing in it. Why? Are you getting an idea?
No.
Okay.
I was just asking.
It's going to be another build after the Mustang. Yep, it's short bed frame. With a short bed, I just need to find a cab or a carcass that's got a title on it. I can just pop the cab off one, put it on there, and start putting, because I got fenders, hoods, doors. I got everything. I got a pile of body parts when it comes to.
Well, since you asked if I had an idea, I didn't, but now I do. It happens that fast. It's crazy.
And when we get done, he'll be on his phone.
Planning it out. Yeah. Hey, babe.
Well, hello.
How? What is the likelihood
Slim to none.
of you enjoying a short, wide
Well,
With
I kind of just made a mark and started spinning and counted turns on the pinion. It's somewhere in the 350 range, which is better than this one's a three even and 3. So I got 2 highway gears and one that's kind of in between. And like the gear ratio that's in it right now for the 660, it hits drive just letting it shift itself without holding it. You could just basically run like a power glide in 660 foot, and it's starting to RPM out as you hit the stripe. So for my local track, it's almost perfect. I just got to get both tires pulling.
Yeah, which I mean, and we gotta get some weight on it, on that back end.
Well, I got the bumper painted and done. I just got to build the brackets.
That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta get a little more weight in the back end. Get that one tire that's
and a little transfer and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And
Well, no, not even weight transfer. I think if we put a bumper on it, I think that'd be enough weight.
It would help.
Yeah, it would be enough weight to where you're not parking the whole time.
Well, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, there's going to be lots of tests and tunes over the several months. So it's like we can make a change, go out there, make some runs, but I still got to get the draggy because there's no timing system. So I don't know if I'm going slower or faster.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like no bumper, straight bed. That's not enough weight for.
Yeah, it's light.
Yeah, that back end is.
Yeah,
so
basically,
light.
like that one is full contact. I basically I lifted it up and tilted it off the body, but it got stuck on the tire because there's no, and so I had to use the cherry picker on it. But I could basically move around myself by hand. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of weight there.
Yeah, there's not a lot. So I mean.
All the weight's in the front, the hood, the fenders, the cab, everything's on front.
That's why I'm like,
and it's also got a rake on it, so it's not transferring good.
Yeah. So, and it's got brand new shocks back there.
Brand new.
And it's got brand new leaf spring bushings and all that.
All that stuff.
It's literally,
bouncing.
It's
stiff.
Stiff. Yeah.
Very stiff. Yeah. I think you're right. I think if we took like 100 pounds worth of sand and put it on the back and give it a little bit of, or like I mean, you can see it when you sit in it. It does squat.
Right. No. Yeah, but like because of the design of that rear suspension, it's that rear suspension isn't the bit that's giving. It's the front.
Well, suspension. You know what? What do you know? We have a very nice tool coming in 2 days, and it's going to be a lot of stuff up here instead of down there, getting up and down. It's going to be really easy to work on that rear suspension.
Judy says hi.
Hello.
Judy.
And then Pacer says, what gear ratio are you doing for BAM? I don't know if you saw that one. Yeah.
It's that's what I was saying. It's about a 350. It's somewhere in the 350-ish range. I just did a quick spinning tires and watched the pinion while we were building it. So it's a nice in between.
Yeah,
nice
it's not a 273, but it's
not a 373 or a 411 or a 456. No, I ain't doing that because I like driving it. So. It's going to stay in the 330 to 350 range, and just work it as we go. Now, on that frame, we don't know. This might be the monster. This might be the,
we'll call it the nightmare. Put a Dirty Max in it
with turbo,
with Terpsky, 88 millimeter Terpsky. That would be cool. They did do that on Power Nation.
Yeah, they did.
And they didn't have to cut anything. 6.6 drops right in.
No, yeah, there's in the compartment. It's cavernous. You can read them.
That's fine.
You guys don't like my face?
Nice thing about lead, you can move it around.
Yeah. Now. The honest truth, I was looking at that bumper that I have outside that's already painted. It has, like a rear bumper is supposed to have 2 brackets from the outside edges and then right up to the frame, right? Well, I always got the big, heavy farm implement bumpers. That's ones I always end up with. And I thought, you know what? There's studs on the inside of that bumper that you can't see. And I thought, now a nut and a washer and a couple of plates of steel. That might be useful. And you never see it. I mean, it'd be tucked up underneath where you'd have to like get it on a creeper and look and find it. And it'd be as far out as you can get it. I mean, now that's weight transfer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't just sit around just twiddling my thumbs. I think about this stuff all the time. Ever since I went to Drake Strip and made runs after 20 years, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do some testing and tuning and playing around. Not allowed. it's a outlaw track. Everything's allowed as long as you don't get caught. It's kind of like dirt racing and roundy rounds. Everything. It's not cheating unless you get caught. I mean, NASCAR guys are still doing it.
Everybody's got their little thing.
Everybody's got their little thing.
Remember down Periscope? Whiskey thins the mix, gives us another 50 RPMs.
Here we go with the movie. I thought about watching Joe Dirt just to get that down. You mean to tell me I was going to write it down and just read it out?
Yeah.
You know?
Plane splitters, whiskey business, whiskey do's, whiskey don'ts.
Dang, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any questions?
I actually got hit with a good question because I use like head gaskets. I use the sealer spray. It's like a copper spray.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Never used it, but I've seen it.
Right.
I know what it is. Yeah,
And I've always like, and that was a trick I picked up when I was in the Navy because it just seals just a little bit better with the spray on there. And I like the old guys in the shop. They're like, you don't need to do that. It's just a normal gasket, whatever. But I feel like it lasts a little bit longer. What do you guys think? Have you guys ever used it?
she's got a question. She got a statement or a question. She's over there giggling.
I looked it up.
What?
The Joe Dirt quote.
Oh, the Joe Dirt. Okay, yeah, she's on playing on her computer while she's supposed to be answering your questions. She's also playing on her computer.
I'm not supposed to be answering questions because I don't know anything about cars. I'm supposed to be reading questions.
Yeah, you read.
And there's no questions right now.
You guys need to send her a question so she'll quit playing on the computer.
Yeah, that's a habit of mine because I use that copper spray.
I know of it. I've never used it.
It's just like soaking your head bolts. You know,
One of those things.
one of those things that just become a habit after you do it for a while.
But anyways, yeah, I really would like the general manager of Howard's Cams to reach out and say, "Hey, I saw your video. Want to talk?" That'd be nice.
I
That'd be
want a
real
set
nice.
of measurement tools. That's what I want, like engine builder tools, like a mic, board gauge, and all that stuff. I want to do all that. I want to like mill.
The problem is that Santana is hiring right now, but her pay rate wouldn't pay for your toolbox.
I can work on the side.
When?
I'll figure it out. I could be an engine builder. I do it enough at work already.
No, you replace engines.
Oh, I do robots. But that's the whole point of being in an engine shop, is learning.
Yeah, you're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got 4.5 years to go.
I gotta get my cert.
Yep.
I gotta do my time.
Then you'll have it under your belt and you can pretty much do whatever you want, but you got to put that time in.
I think I'm gonna go for my ASC next.
Ew. There's more tools.
I don't work on Kias anymore.
I know.
That's
yeah.
it. I get Kia certified, and then like, here's an F-150, here's an F-150 Raptor, here's a 3/4 ton Chevy truck.
Yeah.
Like here's this, here's that. And
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I think that all the times I've been to a shop, I've seen him work on a Kia once.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like I got a 2024 Acadia that apparently is just outside of warranty that I'm changing a motor in.
Warranty. Have you guys heard about this? Yeah. Have you heard about this? See, he's still there. Yeah. That's the new one of the new T-shirts for 4th of July. Help support channel. Link down below.
Rude. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? You still there? Oh. Rude.
Oh my goodness.
Like a blown out tire.
You know, you notice he has not played with his beard the whole time.
What? No, I have. I just don't. I haven't been.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
I'm telling. Listen. If you
Like
have
a
beard,
gynecologist for a grizzly bear.
if you have a beard, you would understand that when it dangles and it touches your neck, it feels weird.
Then that's why I keep mine short. I don't have that problem.
Just give it a little boof, and then it just sits out.
You know, I know you did almost 10 years in the military, and you know they wouldn't let you grow a beard, and I knew that's the first thing you're gonna do because, like Uncle Ralph, you know, when he got out of Vietnam, he had the whole bandana with the braid all the way down to his butt crack, the whole 9 yards. He went complete counterculture, for a couple of years. You'll grow out of it. You get that thing snagged in a timing chain or something one of these times, and you'll get rid of it. Just for safety's sake.
Joke's on you. He's already done that.
Joke's on you. We've already done that.
That's when he shaved it real short.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And let me tell you, when it pulls out a hump, man, it'll get your attention. You remember Jesse growing up? Jesse Reese?
Yes.
He had ponytail kind of like that. It was down to about mid back. But this was in Votech working with Randy Lowe. And
got a cup.
Randy was like, the only way you're going in the shop is if that thing is tucked up in a hat.
Yep.
Right? And one day he let it down and he was doing something with it and he was fixing it. He was going like this and his back was to a car and someone hit the key on it and yanked the wad out.
Not too well. Not too well. He's fighting it.
Yeah. He wants to be a baby, but he doesn't want to be a baby.
Yeah, I got this. Okay.
Mr. Independent.
Yeah. Then why it's turned into a climber?
Well, they have. I will admit, they are evolving past the. I can't say for the entire day, but I noticed like late at night or whenever me and Presley are hanging out in the living room, they kind of learn to entertain themselves. Like
playing with them.
They'll play with each other.
They were playing tag the other day.
Yeah, they will play with each other for a little bit, then they'll come over to us, try to get involved, and then we're like, nah, we don't want to get involved. And they're like, oh, okay. Then they'll go back, and they'll come back 5 minutes later, ask again.
It's cool being a grandparent. I didn't think I like it as much as I do, but I really like it. But they came to the office today. The little one locks eyes with me. Papa! And he comes running. Big old hug. Yeah. He hangs on your neck. I mean, it's...
Gives you a little pat on the back.
He does. He rubs you. He rubs when he's got, you don't ever see him. He's right here. And he's just rubbing. He's just grabbing. He's just hugging. It's awesome. Being a grandparent's the best thing ever.
Mike gives the best hugs.
He does. And John gives you the best one-liners. It'll make you like blow milk out of your nose. And and he always, it always is something that surprises you. Slick. Yeah.
Boy. That's been said for 100 years.
But
kids are honest.
But John doesn't like loud noises right now. But Wyatt runs towards them. So anytime the truck starts up and everything, Wyatt's on the spot. He wants to be involved in that hot rod.
Well, I've kind of gotten to a habit of pulling the old Uncle Tex or Grandpa Tex at the house when I show up.
Yep. Remember that when your dad would come home, he'd rev the engine so you knew he was there. So you had about 30 seconds to get done. You were supposed to have done 3 hours ago. Yeah. But I'm warning you, I'm here.
I didn't have a dad, so no.
Yes, you do. What? Yeah, I gotta admit, the first couple of months when they finally bought the house and they moved out, we were making up excuses to go over.
We got bored.
Yeah, we just thought we'd come by. You got a piece of mail in the mail. The mail was the best.
The mail was a big one.
Mail was the big one. Any excuse to go over and see the boys and see them. Yep. You know, every 16 months.
Don't let them lie. It was the boys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's a nice ceiling.
That's a nice ceiling. Yeah, there's a lot of tools, a lot of parts up there on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions? Remember that part? I have it on tape. I have a recording of you saying that once you got out of the Navy, you were never going to have another monster again. Because you didn't need it.
Fry me at the steak. Fry me at the steak.
I'm just drinking my Southern sweet tea. Yes,
Fry me at the steak. I tried. I went a while. Just gravitates back.
Gravitates back.
Yeah. Keeps me going. That's how I turned 50 hours a week.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, when I was, but there'll be a point whenever you hit the wall, about 35, where you're gonna say, "Well, I gotta need to start doing something different because this is affecting me."
Yeah.
But no, I don't know if I'm gonna sleep good the next couple of nights because I want that lift. I want to play with that lift so bad, you know. I really do. I'm really jazzed. So one of those things you always wanted, you know. I mean, I can remember when I was young, Mom and Dad coming home with that first big, heavy orange floor jack. Remember those from Sam's and other the big heavy ones, you know. They lasted 35 years. But I thought I was tall cotton getting that jack, you know, that floor jack, that first floor jack. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was proud. But
big ugly orange.
Yeah, but it's funny how your priorities change, and you know, and that's.
You know what's crazy? Knowing what I know now about hydraulics, we could have fixed that jack.
Probably 35, but I mean, it just got where even when it was leaking so bad, I kept the jack oil on the shelf, you know, and filled it up all the time, and it finally just quit. Kind of like the ram on the cherry picker, you know, it just finally died. So we upgraded to aluminum stuff. That's a lot easier on the back. Because, boy, that's nice. She's been playing with the second design, putting color and stuff on his design.
Telling you.
You cannot take credit for it.
First off, ma'am.
He
took the eagle out and added the truck.
Yeah, he put, like you showed me today. You learn how to do it in layers, so you can move stuff.
I saw a video on it, and I showed you an example.
Oh,
the one I made for the one I made for the 4th of July was just putting stuff on a page.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had an idea, and then I found it. Something close to it, okay? I had a vision.
Excuse me.
All right. Watch your performance.
All right.
Watch your profanities.
Let's see.
Ain't like we don't have transmissions. Ain't like we don't have motors. Ain't like, you know.
Oh, I need a good. There was a.
Go ahead.
There was a good manual for 350s Chevy transmissions. There was a manual. If anybody knows about that manual, about how to rebuild them, what the stack up is and all that, the tolerances and everything, y'all guys could like point me in the direction for that manual. I'd really appreciate it.
I actually have a VHS video of how to rebuild them.
I know, but
this is from the 80s. Yeah. I bought it. Now, hey, you guys been supposed to be sending me, license plates for the wall of the shop. I got Delaware, got California, I got an old Oklahoma. I got my family kicked in for Kansas and stuff like that. But hey, I should have an Arkansas coming. but I need some license plates. We got to do the whole 50 states, right? So the PO box is down there in the listing. Wrap it up in between two pieces of cardboard, tape it up, and put the deal on there and send it. You can send it media. It'll cost you like next to nothing. You know, like I said, you just got to sandwich it in between two pieces of cardboard, and they'll mail it. They'll get it to me. So I need my license plates.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. That's right. Yeah, please and thank you. Yeah. Oh, Judeanne, you guys promised me one from Arkansas. Remember?
How hard is it to change the brakes on a 2014 Kia Sedona?
Not that hard. You'll need a rewind tool. So it's not a normal caliper where it's a piston and you got to compress it. You have to basically get you have to get a rewind tool and spin it back.
Oh, that reminds me of something I heard today. Is that Ford is trying to make it where starting with Ford. Ford is trying to make it where if you have anybody else besides Ford work on your vehicle, it voids the warranty. They're SOL. There's a bunch of stuff like especially in BMWs and stuff that if you mess with it, if you don't have a way, it won't like release the brake calipers and stuff like that. It's all electronic. And I thought, now that is, I mean, now I get it that they're hurting for money and everything, but they're gouging the public. I mean,
They're making it impossible.
they're making it impossible for DIY guys to work on their own vehicles purposely.
Yeah, like I know on newer Kias you have to put, which I mean I can do it with my scanner, my personal scanner, which a lot of people don't have access to. But it's called maintenance mode. You have to basically turn the car into maintenance mode to allow the rear calipers to be compressed enough to put the new pads on.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like,
if it comes on, it'll be it'll be the whole industry.
Yeah, like on, and I can do whatever I need to do. And it got me thinking, it got me researching. That's like a standard now. That's like an industry standard.
They're pushing it
sedans
hard.
to trucks from American made to.
They're pushing it hard to try to keep everybody in house. Yeah,
but I mean, which it benefits the knowledge that I'm gaining at the dealership benefits my family and you guys, because you guys can see kind of what's coming later on. But it's like, it's gonna start getting locked down.
Yeah,
There's stuff on my top down that I used to be able to do that I can't do anymore on Kias.
On the top down.
On my big top down, I can't do it.
Top of the line.
But the Kia specific scanner that I have, I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want. So it's not much more, right? But what are you gonna do? I mean, the biggest thing I can tell you though is
what we're gonna do is we're gonna start building stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna
get a big huge sponsor like Lucas Oil, and we're gonna start building all kinds of crazy stuff just for fun.
Well, you can. I'm just gonna open my own shop.
Then after he gets full of that, then he'll come argue with me on a daily basis.
What are you talking about? I'm like, you said that I'll be like 30 feet from you, so I just yell at you from one bay to the other bay. Did you get my toolbox? No, I didn't. Not me. That fancy toolbox, I'd never get near it.
No, I'm not getting near it. I'd be afraid to touch it because I'd be,
He gets afraid to use a tractor as a tractor because how much it costs.
It's not mine. Now, if something's mine, I don't mind. But I don't want to booger something up and then have to come back with my tail tucked, my head down, going, "Son, I'm sorry, I broke the tractor." No, I'm not. No, it's too nice, it's too new, and it's not mine. Now if I'm renting something like a scissor lift or whatever, and I got to sign my name, and there's insurance involved, and everything, I'm good. I'll beat the hell out of it. But not his brand new tractor. No. I mean, there isn't even a scratch on it yet. It's brand new.
Yeah.
You know, it's still got nubs on the tires. I mean, it's great little tractor, man. It works good. Everything you do to it, it works great. You know, but it's not mine. It's his. So I'm careful with it.
Yeah.
Then he's like, it'd be all right. But if I'd have scratched it, run it, broke it, done something, punctured a tire, I'd be here nothing but hell for months.
No. Okay. There's a difference between an equipment and like a new vehicle. All right, calm down.
Not for the price you paid for it. You imagine a hot rod I could build for what you pay for that thing?
Not in this economy.
Oh yeah, the way I do it. Yeah,
the way you do it, yeah, but the way I do it,
no, yeah,
you wouldn't get.
He just throws parts of shit.
Wow. Excuse me for wanting to have nice things. Nice toys.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah, somebody
It was me asking about the brakes, by the way, because the brakes on the van are really rubbing. It's Judy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if you heard, but for the washer pump and everything, it's a discontinued part. He tried. He looked and looked and looked.
Yeah.
It's a discontinued part for the Sorrento.
It's Sedona.
Sedona. Yeah.
Sedona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pump is discontinued because it's good. So it's gonna have to be like go to Roberts and do a pick your part and find one.
You could probably find a Dorman replacement.
Well, but you'd be better off maybe going on like eBay.
No.
Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like that usually ends up on eBay. That's where I had to go to get a remanufactured ABS block for Christina's Edge because they discontinued the part. You can't buy them new. Yeah. So you just got to be careful and make sure that the rating on the seller is really high with a high happy percentile, and you should be good. Yeah. But you shouldn't have any problems like doing the brakes on the van, would you? Like 14. Yeah.
No, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Don't open the bleeder.
Yeah.
Don't open the bleeder. Don't add fluid to it. Don't take fluid away. Don't do any of that. I hate watching people do that. Now, if it's older fluid, sure. But if it's like newer fluid.
Okay, I'm going to ask you because I saw this one on TikTok today. .3 and .4.
Okay.
Can you mix .3 and .4?
Yes.
You can mix up, but you can't mix down.
Can't mix down.
Yeah, which means if it's got .4 in it, you can't add .3.
Right, but if it has .3 in it, you can add .4.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah.
And so used to the way they designed it is if it was .3, it had to stay .3. You couldn't put .4 in it.
Nothing but.
Because if you put .4 in it, the additives and the chemical compound of .4 would ruin your entire brake system.
Yeah,
so you'd have to flush it and change everything out. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just straight .4 everything and call it a day.
It's the same thing with the 50% ethanol. Is that back 10, 15 years ago, the materials are different. The rubbers are different. They're formulated different. Yep. So, yeah, where it would be corrosive before, now it's not.
Yep.
On the newer stuff.
Yep. Which I prefer .4 than over .3.
It's a better product.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to. I got both up on the shelf because we did Christina's car and because of the trucks. And so I'm just going to, until Christina's car needs some, that .4 is going to sit there and be sealed up on the shelf until she needs it because I'm not going to put it in any of the trucks. Because it's just not designed for it.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what I do want. I want one of them roll around bleeders that I got. That little part.
Yeah, that's a nice little setup he's got at the dealership. I mean,
a sweet dude.
He just sits at all four corners and just turns it on. It does a vacuum and it pulls it all through and it just changes it all out there. And he just got to sit there and wait for it to go ding. You're done. No pumping, no adding, no nothing. Yeah, it's a sweet little unit.
Yep. Just put 15 psi and just let it gravity feed and it just.
Let me go do something else while this is doing its job.
A lot of times I'll prep my next job. So
you're just waiting like the Microwave is waiting for it to go up.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Judy, if you guys are looking to do your brakes on your Sedona, I will tell you that O'Reilly's does turn rotors for $25 a rotor.
Well, I don't think because one of the boys is having shunt issues. I mean, stint issues and stuff. So, I mean, he's not doing very good. So, I mean, it's probably going to be one of those where they're going to have to take it to the shop and get it worked on.
Brad says, did I miss the huge news?
Huge news is that the new lift from Champion Auto Lifts is going to be here Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. My new super tool and toy is going to be here. I like it. I like that a lot. She's doing the new design for she's doing the color version of Kenny's design for the t-shirts right now.
And it looks
awesome. It looks, yeah. Merca, baby. Merca. Yeah.
Well, if Miss Judy does need it, I will be more than happy to donate my services at some point. She needs to get it done.
Jack's Rural Lifesaver, yep.
Man, I remember. So, speaking of jacks, like getting a nice jack. When I went from that 1.5 ton to that 3 ton, that was nice.
Yeah. I do have to get a taller set of jack stands.
Yeah.
I've just got the 1.5 footers that go up to about 2 foot. That's about it. I need to get some 3 footers.
Yeah.
I really, because I'm working on trucks a lot. I need to get the 3 footers so that I can get it up farther. But now I don't have to really because now I got the lift. He's mad. You want
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I have lifts at work.
No, he's mad because the first thing he needs to do his break-in oil change on the John Deere tractor. But we don't think the
30 minutes. Oh no, the shorty stands are only good for cars. You need those 5-ton jack stands.
Yep.
Yeah. 5 tonners. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because those are the little ones. The shorties are 3 tons.
Where
Yeah.
would you look for?
We're sorry because of the storms. The internet is really wonky tonight.
Where would you look for tall jack stands?
Harbor Freight.
Yep.
Daytona jack stands. I've beat the fire out of my 5 tons that I have at work. Work Supplies has 3 sets of them, and they're Daytona 5 tons, and I've beaten the tar out of them. And
I thought he was going to say something else.
They're standing the test of time. We put a whole 5.9 Cummins on one, and it held it for like 2 days. So, love, and they're cheap comparatively.
Yeah. You always buy some Snap-on ones and get a second mortgage.
No, yeah.
Get a second mortgage.
No.
For some jack stands.
Yeah, the only tools that I've got from Snap-on is I got my multimeter from Snap-on because it's a big display and I can see it because I'm blind. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I'm blind. But I can see it. And it was also a Cat 3. I needed a Category 3 multimeter. So I got it, and then I got my toolbox. Those are the only Snap-on tools I got.
Everything else is Mac, right?
Mac Coat.
Mac Coat.
Mix of Mac and Mac Coat. So.
Who got a watch on? What time is it?
8:10.
Oh, I can't say that.
What?
He doesn't have a watch.
Oh.
I haven't worn a watch in...
I've never wore a watch. Ever. I've never worn a watch.
10 is the time.
I have several, but I haven't given to me over the years, but I've never worn a watch.
Yep. Well, guys, sorry about the live.
Yep, we'll get it. Internet, I mean, we've had a bunch of storms the last 3 days, so
I think we'll
including today.
Yeah.
Two of them.
I think we're gonna start doing the lives in the den just so we can have better internet connection.
Well, we still have the same problem in the den.
No, I don't know. Do we?
Sometimes.
No.
It depends on the weather. I mean, it really depends on the weather. But because of the YouTube channel and uploading everything, I got to have a hard line. So I'm dealing with underground hard lines. But they're coming through and redoing fiber optics everywhere. So sooner or later, it's going to get fixed.
Yeah.
But not today.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys. Remember, check out the T-shirt designs. Check out B&A Engine Works if you need some work done. And we'll see you next week. Come up with some questions. We'll rehash some of the stuff from this week next week. All right? Peace.